I forgot to hit the record button. That's how, yeah. We'll start again. Deep breath. I know nothing about programming, but I do know things about render calls to the GPU. It's weird how I think there's some crazy culling going on with this stuff. You can see it. You can kind of see it in the shadows. It's not just because the sun's at a weird angle. The sun's at the same angle, but you see that? There's less light bounce into the back there. And I think that's because there's culling on the static mesh and culling on the level. You have a question for me about Steam, can you ask? Yes, you can ask me any question you want. Whether or not you'll get an answer depends on a few things, but it should be fun. It should be fun. I'm going to label these. Oh god, don't look at that. Oh no, I saved this into mass. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Can we run VR chat in Steam browser? Can we run VR chat on Steam browser? I don't know what that means. Mana, what is the meaning of Luft? I think you're missing an F there, Bardaki. Doesn't it mean wing? Doesn't it mean flight? Did I take you too seriously? Were you not trying to go for a German language pun? Have I miscalculated my judgments? Not on app. So if you want to run VR chat, beams. If you want to, you need to download. Yes, you need to download it. Yeah. You also need a VR headset. Do you have a VR headset, Starry Night? Do you have 3 Android phones? That is the baseline tier of a VR headset. And you know, in this day and age, that might be more expensive than an actual VR headset. Bardaki is hungry? No. Yes, you need the Steam app to download Steam games on Steam because it uses DRM. I actually think the batching looks better. It might be fake in that shadow, but that just looks weird. Granted, that might be how it looks, but it just doesn't look like they're casting any shadows. Bardaki, me is exactly equal to proud. Yeah, there definitely should be shadows back here. So we're not going to place meshes. We're going to instance meshes always, because apparently it's better. It just is better. Well, the shadow is darker. Yeah. Anyway, what was I doing? Jesus, I don't know why I put that in there. That was a miscarriage of justice. This and this don't need to be there. They need to be in the testing folder. Thank you for the insight, Mana. No problem. VR chat is free though. I don't know if they have a standalone executable you could run, but as far as I know, on Steam, you'll need the Steam app, steam.exe, and you'll have to download the program through that onto your PC. You might be able to run it without Steam being air quotes open, but the Steam process will have to be there. Steam will have to have booted. It have to be in the taskbar. But you could double click the executable file for VR chat, and it should just open. It might open Steam at that point if you didn't open Steam already, or it might give you an error saying, "Oh, Steam must be open to run this application." It's common things that could happen. You can use VR chat in Oculus Quest 2 without PC. What? It's required 446 megabytes of space for your PC to download. Sounds about right. Don't click that link. For VR chat, yeah? Steam's like 12 kilobytes. Basically no code in Steam. Just how to scroll a page. $446.5 megabytes. Or 446,500 kilobytes. Approximately. It's like I've done 1,000 bicep curls. Ooh. 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 Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. We can't fix that up yet. It will definitely crash the engine if we try and fix that up now. So we'll just fix that up later. But in the testing folder, I'm actually not going to put this in the testing folder. This is going to go in the tools folder. Asset tools folder. We'll put it here. In fact, you already have 3D text renderer in the asset tools. I'm glad that works. My goodness. The Oculus Quest 2 is a VR headset system developed by Meta. The Quest 2 is the cheapest VR headset. One of the best VR headsets because you don't need a PC to use it. Alright. I mean, it's no Pimax, but each to their own. Engine batching. But what? Engine batching, can I put a carriage return on this? But duplicated 10 times. Oh, I can. Nice. Swoop. Exactly where it put a carriage return, I would like a carriage return and no space. Much appreciated. Gonna read into it. Uh-oh. Perfect. Perfectuals. Ah, right. Seems great, but you can't afford it right now. Oh no, Starry Night. Do you have Android phones? Starry Night, do you have some Android phones? You'll be right back. Fecking back need foods. Yes. So Starry Night, if you have Android phones, you can get an app on your phone called VRidge, and you can use the PC app RiftCat. You get your PC back too. Noise. You can use the PC app RiftCat and the Android app VRidge. And, one of those strapped to your face VR viewers for Google Cardboard. You can use those three things and you can have stereoscopic 3D. And can you please type it? Oh, yeah, sorry. The app names. And there's an Android app that you can use as a 3DOF VR controller. I think it's VRidge controller app. It's some money, but you only need to buy it once to use it across multiple apps. You can just log into like 8 phones at the same time. It's totally fine. But I used those and I played Half-Life Alyx. I played like the first 3 levels of Half-Life Alyx with phones. I've never experienced them with a VR headset. Shooting that padlock off with a phone, by the way, empowering, also basically impossible. But like if you want to get into like VR stuff, it's great. It's also really good for playing games that support stereoscopic 3D but don't support it in an index or an other rated Steam. So like in GZ Doom, you can do stereoscopic 3D projection, and you can do screen mirroring in VRidge, and you can use that to project the stereoscopic 3D into your VR headset or phone in this case, exactly. And you can use that to play Doom or Hexen or Doom 2 or any Doom engine game basically. In stereoscopic 3D, which I enjoyed. Motion sickness, great, but yeah, it's fun. It's nice. Nice, GG. But yeah, if you want to get into VR, that's a great stepping stone in. There's something different about the rendering as well here, isn't it? They'll look the same, but the actual meshes are a lot brighter for some reason. Then you look at them. Maybe it's just the camera settings. Maybe they're not a lot brighter. Maybe it's the You're right there. I see it's culling them, right? Is it doing distance culling? It is really messed up. Just putting static meshes in the level just looks horrible sometimes. Also, distance shadows rip. It's flashy. Yeah, you see, so they fade out quicker. And then they get this weird... And then all the shadows come in at once. The shadow leaves sooner. And then it leaves again there, I don't know why. But like once you get back up to them here, basically no difference. But the instance stuff has better lighting a lot more of the time. More consistent at least, less distracting. It is slightly lighter though. You can see this is kind of darkened in air. But these can't move. That is something that was brought up last time. These ones can't move. This one can move. And in fact, they will move if I let them. Rest in peace, my PC. There they go. Dung, 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 dung. Oh no. They're gonna fall. They're all gonna fall. When you zoom in, it turns dark. Can't believe they all did the exact same thing. It's kind of freaky. But it's weird, like, they did the exact same thing. All of them. Even though last time they did the exact same thing, but they did a different thing. This goes to show you how rubbish the physics calculations are in this one. I mean, what? But yeah. We could make this. We could make this good. I need to stop lagging the engine because it's probably lagging the stream. But anyway, that was the fun test. Things, small write up, extra test, bonus material that I wanted to do today. I'm using the Vulkan font. Very cool. Top secret. Oh yeah, that is absolute top secret. Yep. Sure, you can make it better. Huh? So, I'm gonna open the Trello. It's a good. I hate Trello, but it's a good enough solution. To do game work. This is going to be mesh global mesh instancing tools. Dining throne room. I think we did those. So we can change that cover to green. Leaf room and princess room. Ooh, leaf room and princess room, kids. That's a good place to go. We did the fungus and antechamber. They're done enough. Light green, light green. So they're mostly done. It's just materials and stuff that need doing now. We'll come to those when we come to those, I guess. Like a lot of the materials will have to get redone anyway because they're the master material that we've got is kind of basic, and it would be a lot more. It's a lot more performant to have a slightly more complex master material that can deal with more of the materials in the scene. And camera is foobar done. I said done. Yeah, man. I want to duplicate this. This is going to be rendering instancing speed list. Oh, I already have it. Mesh instance but good. Yeah, ocean teller, tunnel tool, depth, height, culling function. Instancing speed list. Okay, so we have engine batching at the top, and then we have instance static mesh underneath, then we have multiple patches of the same thing copied and pasted, which is silly, but and then we have mega assemblies, and then we have static mesh with no instancing. So engine batching, change color, bright green, hell yeah. Instant static mesh, change color. It's like that. Multiple batches of the same thing copied and pasted. It's kind of like that. Mega assembly. I want something in between these two colors. It was about the same performance, to be fair. The static meshes with no instancing. Change cover. Do not. Anything is fine except for just meshes. So I think we can go back to our level of models. Ooh, we might be able to get the noise. Fix that up. Because as we know, fixing a redirector of a level that's in the level that you're editing is basically impossible. You shouldn't do it. Why are the camera so fast today? I don't know what I did. What did I do to make your camera so fast, kids? What did I do to make your scene lag so hard, kids? What's this? The sun. Right, okay. So let's just import some more stuff. G. Science assets. Leaf room and princess room. I see the problem. So the last time I tried to import like everything, I imported everything. I imported the folder with everything in it, but that has a full init, which is why we had a whole bunch of duplicates. It's one of the reasons why we had a whole bunch of duplicates. Sun is beautiful. Sun is glorious. It's a fantastic model. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to integrate it with the actual sun, but I'm sure we'll figure something out. So I'm going to do this. Build nanite, yeah. Transform vertex to absolute, don't care. Convert scene, sure, why not. 450 scale, that's correct. Import textures, local. Do not create material. Bosh. Nice. That's nice. As long as you don't go the route Teletubbies took with their sun. Yes! Yes, we put a baby ant's face in the sun. And rotoscoped onto that sun's face. And now we wait. The waiting game. The gaming wait. Hang on. No. What's this cable doing here? Is this my horrible micro USB cable? Oh, it is. A fuck you, micro USB cable. Useless. Is it still raining here? Oh, is it still raining by you, Reno? Reno, is it raining? Yeah, we do get the PC to do the bleep plops. That's what it's best at. Do you ever wonder why clear skies but still cold? Ooh, that's really cold here too. Really cold. I wonder how cold. I'll look it up. It's 8 degrees. Feels like 6. It's actually not that cold. Guess I'm just feeling it in my old age. Ooh. Wow. $8 degrees is not that t-shirt and shorts weather. I would be wearing my jumper, but I got spicy tomato sauce on it. It's in the laundry. 8C. Yeah, 8C. Not 8F, Reno. Not 8F. 8C. That's like 60F. Approximation. I don't know what 60F means, but it's about 60F, sure. Somewhere between 40 and 105. He was gonna say. Yeah, it's 8F here. I live in a frozen wasteland. Nitrogen stays liquid at room temperature. 17C and it feels like 17. 17's like a nice place for it to be. You know, 17's a good temperature. When I lived in Japan, the swing was just crazy. It was like the summer, I think it was 32 to 35, and the winter went down all the way to like minus 4, -5. What a fucking range, bro. I lived in a coastal town next to the goddamn sea and it wasn't mild. It makes me angry. I was looking at the temperatures in that place. There's an Italian town giving people 25 grand if they move there. Shout out Italian town, by the way. If you want to give me 25 grand to move to your city, I'm all for it. As long as there's good broadband. I don't care where I live. Negative temperature is, to be honest, crazy. It's normal. It goes negative every winter here. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, hits that 272 Kelvin and snow just starts falling. Or doesn't start falling, depending on what's happening that day. Had some hot winters, but yeah, when I was in uni in Oxford, it was like the coldest winter ever. It got down to minus, I can't remember, it was minus a lot. And you know, I was out wearing like 2 layers. Out like just wearing 2 layers. And I was prompted by my friend, maybe if we go and get McFlurry, it will warm us up. Counterintuitive. We got to match the cold inside with the cold outside. It's not a good idea, by the way. Like, not got so for you. It's beyond cold. Now, when it hits like over 20 degrees, that's when I start to die. 20 degrees plus too hot. So yeah, my friendly advice to you, viewer, not to eat ice cream in the death of winter. Get some hot tea. Get some mulled wine. Get some deer and boar sausage. Go to the German market. Enjoy the Volksmusik. Enjoy the euphonium and hand organ. What did you call them? Accordion. 2 degrees is the minimum here, Gozy City, but that's in a few decades gap. Jesus. No. You eat ice cream all the time, no matter the weather. Yeah, but you don't stand outside in minus centigrade in the snow eating ice cream, wearing nothing but a shirt and a thin wool coat. Not even buttoned up. Buttons all fell off. I didn't have buttons on that coat anymore. Still doesn't have buttons on that coat. Does still fit though, which is a miracle. You have a few times. All right. Cheers. You went Xmas tree hunting in the woods as a kid in shorts and a t-shirt and jellies. Jelly sandals? Bruh. I haven't seen jelly sandals in years. My sister used to have a pair. She loved them. She wore them like every day. Like she was a baby. She was like 3 years old, 4 years old. You missed some things about the 80s and 90s? It is what it is. I didn't expect to be waiting this long. Like, the bar was half full, like less than a minute. And now we've just been shooting the breeze. Excuse me while I crumple in my chair. Crump. Crumpa. So if I said I had Thursday off this week from work, maybe sneaky stream, maybe, hear me out, I wake up as if I did have work on Thursday, and I stream The Tower for 12 hours. I have D&D tonight. Tomorrow night. Not tonight, Wednesday night. It's not even D&D. I will eternally refer to it as D&D though. It's just D&D, bro. Any tabletop game is just D&D. Dund. You know what I mean? Except for Agents of Edgewatch. No. Code Green, Sigma Green, Alpha Green, Beta Green, Turbo Green. You hear they will release official version of Tower Map, but with checkpoints. Boo! It's the whole point. The whole point is to not have checkpoints. That's why it's a meme. They can only do that once it's been, beaten, and even then it won't be good. That's only like a practice thing. That's what Claire and you call all TTRPGs? Exactly. Also, I saw someone refer to TTRPGs as TRPGs as if tabletop was a one word. Absolute barbarians. But yeah, we're playing Pathfinder tomorrow night. And then I have work on Thursday, so I wake up. I go in the tower. I fall off the tower. I go in the tower. I fall off the tower. I go in the tower. But I fall off the tower. But I go in the tower. You haven't played Pathfinder since your old college days? They even have Pathfinder when you were at college, Bardaki. That must have been at least as long ago as I was in college. Which has to be at least as long ago as I had not played D&D for 6 years. Sorry, 2 years. And that was AD&D 2.5. It's when you got your A star on your test. Ooh. Ooh. I got... Dude, do you know what? Can I tell... Jelly's doll shoes fit 18-inch. What the hell? Is that the Jellies you mentioned? I want to see it. You played GURP once? That joke was over Mana's head. Yeah, yeah. They the Jellies. They fit well and are very attractive. Judgment withheld. Haven't played Pathfinder since my old college days. It's back when I got an A star on my test. I haven't played Pathfinder since my old college days. It's back when I got an A star on my test. A star pathfinding algorithm, man. I don't do pathfinding algorithms. I drag navigation mesh into world, and navigation mesh does pathfinding. I'm sorry. So I'm guessing that's A star pathfinding algorithm. Did I say A star? A star. 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 Hey, important vines, 100%. Yo, we important vines now? Your disappointment is immeasurable and your day is ruined. That's my job, Bardaki. I'm only here to disappoint and ruin. That's what I do. You wanted a cool voxel graphic JRPG in the next 12 weeks? Disappointment. I don't know what these are. I don't know what has happened. What is... Polysurface. Oh no. Oh lordy. We have another orange and another grapes. So I have another chance to not delete them from our project. What are those? It's gonna be one of those days, huh? I did not anticipate this much stuff to be in this thing. Stone Door Polysurface, Stone Door ZBrush Polymesh 3D. Got more roses. What? No. Why? Yep. Might need those. Kleber! Welcome into the room. That's everything, right? So I'm seeing some things that can be optimized. They're all different, though. That is the important thing. If I go to the top and then I click that, Crest Green? Interesting. What is going on? I'm gonna be right back. I am back. You are Baraki. You are. Do you see something strange going on with the Leaf Room folder? You see something wrong with the Leaf Room folder that we have here in the game assets folders? You see something missing maybe from the folder? Leaves and a room. Yeah, that's right. All the meshes and textures just gone. Just gone. Throne and Dining. All still there, baby. Tree of Life final. Oh boy. What a joy it is. Leaf Room, nothing. Fungus and Antechamber. My dude. Even in folders yet. We should actually make a folder for the fungus, right? Whoop. But there is nothing in the Leaf Room. Which means... you know what? I might just go crazy and import it from this. Full.fbx. Might be easier. Might not be easier. You know what? I bought that. I bought that mission. I don't want to do that. What was I thinking? So we've got the waiting game again. Nothing is easy, is it? Nothing is ever easy. Black Void Titan! Black Void Titan. Black Void Titan. Welcome. That sound I made reminds you of Angry Bird. Man, I played so much Angry Bird at uni, it's untrue. Is it when you're pulling back one of the yellow lads and they go just gonna stop being online at the same time as me. Thank you so much for the raid, Black Void Titan. Welcome into the chat. Welcome into the stream, if you can call it a stream or a chat. All of Black Void Titan's viewers. Now is good time to tell everybody else to follow Black Void Titan. Cool game dev. Cool pirate of the 17 seas. My mic isn't muted, is it? How was your stream? What were you streaming? What were you doing? Hello Raiders. What's going on? Thanks for the shout out. No, thank you. I was just wallowing in the abyss of having to import 60,000 meshes again. Because I imported them and I saved, and then the engine decided it was going to crash and forget that they ever existed. So yeah, I wasn't even doing stuff with the meshes. That's the problem. I was pruning the textures because we had like a whole bunch of duplicate. So this is from ZBrush. So like everything in the scene in Z. Anyway, what were you doing? How are you doing? Stream was okay, but you've had stream issues the last couple of days. You had to drop it to 30 FPS. I wouldn't dare. I just wouldn't stream. If I couldn't stream at 60 for this intense gameplay of a loading. I'm kidding. I mean, I just try and force my PC to do 60 FPS when he couldn't. I have also had some streaming issues recently. You accepted the thing. Everybody check out the geckos. They should have Reno's name on them now because he drew them. Well, he drew the green one and then I colored in the red one. I'm helping. Yeah, it sucks. I think it's my ISP. I don't think it's Twitch. I think it's my ISP. Not gonna lie. I think my ISP is there. Reno 420 the artist. You didn't accept the Gek. You only accepted one of them. You only accepted the green boy to my look. Reno, you think it's your ISP too? We gotta rebel. We gotta sort these ISPs out. We gotta make sure that they know who's the boss. Happened before. Usually sorts itself out. Who knows when? Yeah. I mean, you always call them, but what can they do, right? If their service is clogged, it's not like they're gonna clean it out just for one bozo trying to stream, rubbish to 9 people. It is what it is, Until you're Linus Tech Tips and you can ring up Verizon and go, hey. What are you going to do? Class action lawsuit for not providing good internet all the time? Service being clogged. Why is it the Amsterdam sewage system? Yes. Trying to explain the issue to them is kind of tricky too. Yeah, it's like you ring them up and they're like, yeah, we just increased the bandwidth in your area. And I'm like, yeah, so why don't I have increased bandwidth though? They spent like a month doing air quotes works in the air quotes area, right? Laying pipe, I don't fucking know. I haven't seen any of my ISP's engineers in my local area. I've seen people from BT in my area. I've seen people in BT uniforms, okay? British Telecom, they maintain a lot of the cableage, so it could have been them. It could have been them doing the works. Fair play. Could have been. But I don't think it was, because BT also supply internet. And the internet that I get is, I think, different to the BT internet cables. Sometimes. Point of the matter is, they were like, oh yeah, you've got increased bandwidth now, buddy. And I'm like, my download speed has not increased. My upload speed has not increased. In fact, it tanked. You know, yesterday I think I was in the red for a long part. And what can you do? I don't maintain a global sized network infrastructure of the internet. I have basically no money. So my opinion, you know, counts for basically nothing. And unless it affects a significant proportion of their customers, nothing will happen. But it's just, sometimes the internet's big. Hey, let's talk about this. Talk about something else. Everyone should be checking out Black Void Titan. Everyone's checking out. Is the game on Steam yet? You got a link to the game on Steam? Yep, real life. Yep. Stop talking about real life. It's boring. Let's talk about woke life. Let's talk about ant life. And let's talk about tunnels. Tunnel mesh. Sometimes randomly your IPv6 prefix isn't valid anymore, even though it's valid for several days and gets renewed every day, and then you lose internet for a couple of minutes randomly, maybe once a week at random hours. Fun. I feel it. Everything is unreal. True, Starry. I feel like there's like a network reset, like they flush their memory or something. They free all of their packets at like 2 a.m. on a Wednesday. Or Thursday, I guess. It'd actually be Thursday. Wednesday. I'm pretty sure that happens. Especially when you're trying to open the Unreal Marketplace and land in the Unity assets. Don't bring that up. Don't bring that up. Don't. Oh yeah, anyone who's new here, by the way, I'm trying to work on this video game, but I can't show you because it's working on the video game itself. But it's about ants. Working with the wonderful Balint and Lita. Mostly Balint, but I mean Lita's there sometimes. The science streams. We should, I think the timer has you don't want to see what I just typed there. We should give them a shout out so you all can click the follow button on their channel. I'm also working on an RPG game, and I will refer to it as that forevermore, just to annoy people. Because it's fun. It's fun. ATM machine. RPG game. In the spare time, in the interim. But this is taking up most of the time at the moment. So if you wanted to see the cool voxel RPG anymore, you can scroll through my clips. There's a lot of clips of it. RPG, not an ATGM. It's going to have AGMs. It's going to have AGMs. It's actually a business simulator RPG. Thank you for the follow, Kleber. But leet. Once again, a joke went over Mana's head. I don't have a head. You see, all jokes can't go over my... Oh, wow. CL41R3B. Many hands. Oh yeah, let me add it to the overlay. That's what I'm forgetting to do. There we go. That's right. Card pack opening and 2 more followers. Uh-oh. I clicked on the engine, but it didn't switch the engine. Please. It's going to have AGMs, but are you going to be able to go to the AGMs? That's the question. Are the AGMs going to just be law GMs? One day, one of the party members in your party just isn't there, and then the next day he turns up and he's like, "I had AGM, sorry." And you were fighting a boss. You're fighting a really strong boss, but suddenly he just disappears, and then he comes back when you finish fighting the boss, and he's like, "AGM, sorry." And the other day you'll have an anti-tank, and then the other day he'll have an anti-tank guided missile. An RPG, why not an ATGM? Like Javelin. Yes. Javelin is a very strange thing to look at. It's a weird shape. Have you use it in Metal Gear Solid 4, sure, and you're like, yeah, whatever. Because you mostly just see Snake's shoulder. That's what she said. Hey Baraki, your sub badge got revoked for one message. What the hell? just I can't deal. Just Twitch being Twitch. Speaking of ATGMs, have you seen the Vigilante asset packs? Look at all these missiles. Look at all these. Look at all these. Look at all these missiles. Want to see your missiles? Uh-oh. It's the KH-29T. It's fully rigged and has animated fins. Do not. Movement and engine. This vehicle is DIS, HLA, RPR, FOM integration ready. Designed for simulations. Fully rigged missile. What? Do you know what? I was about to say that I didn't know that missiles had movable fins, but yeah. They're guided. How would they drive in a different direction if they didn't have rudder? Is it rigged to explode? Yes. It's got some Russian on the side. 9D125496555224553. Nice. I mean, of course. Why wouldn't it? I get the feeling that should be randomized in the material. Randomized barcode material. Randomized barcode, not Sidewinder, not credible. What's the Sidewinder missile look like? They're from the west, so we'll just have to look at the missiles that we have here. Don't forget about the Microsoft Sidewinder. Oh, dude, Microsoft Sidewinder, yeah. Fucking, that was that was the thing. I have to look it up now. I can't remember if it was a line, right? It wasn't just one thing. Joystick? I don't trust it. Okay. Microsoft Sidewinder, yeah. A series of input devices, but this is the one that we think of, right? The gamepad. I think I had one of these, and then the joystick. And then the Sidewinder force feedback pedal. Of course, used by Trackmania Professional. AIM9 Sidewinder. So it has a 4-fin application, small camera on the front, and a green tip. And it's an AIM9. You have an AIM9? AIM120, BJM109, AIM. We have an AIM120. But this is an air-to-air rocket, not an air-to-ground one. Yeah, that is a rocket. Maybe it's not a rocket. Who knows? It says it has animated fins. It says it's a missile, but AIM Sidewinder. How much do they cost? $381,000 a piece. No, sorry. $381,069, 420 cents. Sidewinder Chan is my waifu. Quite the explosive personality. Nice. Produced in 1953. Are you kidding me? They're a bit cheaper on the secondhand market. Used ones. What about the AGM-88? No, that's just a wide boy. AGM-114. I'm just trying to please you. Find something similar. Oh no, that looks nothing like it. Oh, the Vigilante missile AGM-114, commonly known as the Hellfire. It's an air-to-surface missile. Of course. I have 2 missile M26 Wests, apparently. Vigilante missile M26 is a MLRS rocket with unguided max range of 20 miles. That is not a missile. Well, I mean, it is a missile. You just dropped in. Why are we looking at munition? I can't remember. Do you not want to look at munition? We were waiting for this to import all the meshes. And then it's finished importing the meshes. But why did we go looking at missiles? I scroll up chat and I find out. Well, Starry Night's gone on look. Thank you for the look, Starry Night. An RPG, why not an ATGM? And then Baraki roasted me for not knowing what ATGM was, and he says it's an anti-tank guided missile. And I said, if you want to see an anti-tank guided missile, boy, I've got missiles over here. And then we started looking at these, and I don't have any ATGMs. They're all, I mean, air-to-ground missiles, sure, but they're not anti-tank. They're just regular missiles. This one looks kind of similar. Mana the weapons asset dealer. Oh no, because they're called assets sometimes. You can't. This is an unguided rocket developed by the United States military aircraft. Okay. It was originally designed as an air-to-air weapon for interceptor aircraft to shoot down enemy bombers, but primarily used as an air-to-surface weapon. Asset blueprint is fully rigged, includes animated fins, movement, and engine. Destructible state model with damaged geometry, textures, and smoke is also included. Can't update the smoke trail fast enough. It's going that fast. The best vigilante asset is the M113. It's an APC. Who knew? Can you hire you for some sound effects for your game? The meme setting to be specific. It looks kind of like a rhino from Warhammer. Both forest and desert textures. Ooh, governor. You're spoiling us. Wonder where Games Workshop got the inspiration from. You just put some spikes on the front, and that's it. It has the same hatch at the back, has the same hatch on the top. It just needs spikes on the front, and it is a rhino. APCC with 2 C's. You prefer the Vindicator? Sure, why not? They're both equally viable lads. She thick? True. True. Anyway, we've got our assets back, so we can continue with actual work. We can try and continue with actual work. Might not actually work, but you know, we can try. You need to stop sexualizing military equipment. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure there's not a person among us who's looked over at an RPK with the wrong kind of gaze before. To each their own. Anyway, there were meshes in here, and now there are not meshes in here. And I'm 100% freaking out now. 100% freaking out. You need to respect the TOS. Baraki, there's more roses here. Baraki, I cannot deal with this. I cannot deal with this density of mesh. I'm running. DSHK do be looking hella fine though. This man has DMs, oh god. Not again. So it looks like it never wanted to put the meshes in this folder anyway. It never wanted to put things in this folder for me. And now I'm angry that it didn't want to do that. But it's packed all the stuff. Do you know what? There's an easy way to solve this. Unfortunately. Hello, Angry, I'm Baraki. How much money are you willing to pay to have M4 in the Antonia game? Feline Fancy. Oh my god, you're here. V. I'm good. Check out Feline Fancy, please. Please check out Feline Fancy. What were you doing, Feline Fancy? Thank you for the raid. What were you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? What are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? What's going on? Back-to-back raids is freaking me out, man. Raiders. Raiders are welcomed. Raiders, if you're new here, I'm trying to work on a video game. New season of Fall Guys today. It was a lot of fun. I haven't played Fall Guys since my old college days. It's a lie. I played Fall Guys a couple of months ago. Alright. You know, it's one of those games. It's fun, but like, you know, I just want to win. New beans season, new fall beans. Nice. So yeah, if you're all new here, you've fallen recently. Does that count? It absolutely counts back. If you're new here, basically everything I do results in PC slowdown and overscoping. But we're working with the wonderful, wonderful science streams to create an educational, entertaining, fun, interactive experience that most people would call a video game. We did get 1 crown, but the final round is crazy. Have I tried not doing that? Nope. Sorry, doesn't work. The second I touch a video game project, it gets overscoped. Doesn't matter who's working on it. Doesn't matter who's trying to not overscope. It happens. It just like that. Like turning on a light switch. It's my curse. You don't know what scope even is. You see? You came here, you were making responsibly sized indie games, and then you found me, and suddenly scope didn't become a word. But anyway, this is a view from a room that's mocked up. The actual room in the game will be bigger. What? Manner? Responsibly sized indie games. Since when is your game responsibly sized? Oh, you only had like 100 people on screen at any one time. Did you see the demo on Twitter? I don't know which account I saw or reblogged or liked. Scope, isn't that a mouthwash? What? Stop! Stop! I don't live in America. I don't know any of these things. I think you mean hey, what's that over there? So yeah, basically my main aim is to blow up, then act like I don't know nobody. But also to instance as many meshes as possible. So you've caught us at a very weird time where I'm basically just going through all of the 3D design work that have been provided by the wonderful artist of this game, who is also the original OG Scope. Isn't that a fancy binocular? It's a monocular in most cases, Bardaki. But yeah, we're cleaning up the assets. We're finding assets which are perfect to go in the game and keeping them in the game as perfect as they can be. We're finding assets that might need some kind of remittance to enter the game, and we're trying to remit them. This the basket is it's a great mesh, but the material really like viscerally annoys me. No, that's a monocle. Isn't that like the one-legged tripod? So we've got some benches, some tables, some candelas, some wall. We got some Mycena Luxaturna mushroom glow lamps, which definitely look as bright as this in real life. Definitely used in chandeliers inside anthills. You wouldn't know. You've been inside an anthill, huh? You've been hired, you've been contracted to do the lighting electrics for an anthill recently, huh? You don't know what they like. That's what I thought. So glad you found an asset to reduce tries on models without having to do it manually. Wait, Unity just doesn't have that built in? Like, you can't just go to a mesh, and you can't just go to the modeling mode, and you can't just go to simplify, and then you can't just, like, turn the percentage down. You should just download Unreal at this point. Like, it doesn't work very well. Granted, it's very stinky. This is too manual for you. You got to shoot off. Catch you next raid. Thank you so much again for the raid, Black Void Titan. Everyone, check out Black Void Titan as well. Perfect streamer, perfect game developer. You think that's why? Oh shit. And I'll see you next time. Maybe I'll catch one of your streams. Maybe I'll see an afternoon stream on Thursday while I'm grinding the tower. Maybe the tower grind stream will be a private stream. Maybe I'll do it on Discord. Forgot perfect Sea of Thieves player. But thanks. Oh shit. Is also perfect. I can't even speak now. Jesus. You was asked to do manual triangulation on JavaScript, not using any libraries, on a job interview over a year ago. Did you just, like, stand up and walk out? You just buy them a copy of ZBrush and just throw it on the table at them? You tell them that, like, doing this stuff in JavaScript isn't worth your time and there's already software out there that does it? He was about to ask that. It's like, bro, I'm not wasting time doing manual triangulation of meshes when there's already softwares for that. That's why that software exists. Words. Oh, but it's fine. Like, if he was applying for a company where they actually wanted to create a real-time 3D modeling software in JavaScript, I guess he'd have to know about all that stuff, and they'd ask him to do that, and he'd have to do that and prove that he could do that. No, that's reasonable. But at the same time, it's Blender just right there. We use the tools, man. Did you get that waffle iron? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoyed. God damn it. Let me add you to the overlay. I didn't. I'm gonna look for one though and put it on my Christmas list. Maybe I'll get one for Christmas. Anyway, what were we doing? I was just sus. God damn it. You need to talk about the interview for your current job at some point, but it's too much typing. Managigul. I don't know who anyone is these days. Anyway, so what were we doing? What we were doing was cleaning up all this garbage, because unlike ZBrush, we're in a 3D engine right now. We don't need any of those. We have grapes and oranges already. Long story short, though, you got the job, obviously. God damn it, Balint. Balint. Like what is that? You are most handsome. That's right, Bardaki, handsome Unity dev. A developer that uses Unity, not a developer of Unity. Unless... You said it was a lot of typing, Bardaki, but was it strong typing? If you develop Unity, some things would change? Uh-oh. So if anyone here works at Unreal or understands what a virtual texture is, can you tell me why all of these have imported as virtual textures? They're just images, and I don't understand it, and it makes me scared, and it keeps me up at night. You hear you wanted dad jokes randomly in the UI? Yes. The task was make it work in JavaScript web browser using modern TypeScript JavaScript, and since web browser supports WASM, so you just made it in C, the whole task in OpenGL3, and just compiled as ASM and load a single line of cool TypeScript. And the company replies, your solution does not match the requested. And then they stole your code and used it anyway. Sorry, what? It just seems like something they do. It's usually what people do when they say they don't like the thing. They take it anyway, and they're like, yeah, but we're gonna use it. Shh, don't tell them. Anyway, Science Textuars. new folder, which is going to be leaf room. And then we go to the leaf room. And we get all the textures. And we move those to the textures folder. It'd be really nice if you could specify specific folders for static mesh. Yes. You need to decide what you work on tomorrow afternoon. Sorting your hard drives, your game, a super secret project with a certain Baliant. Oh, the super secret Baliant, which certainly isn't some kind of colony management isometric top-down strategy game based on Dawn of War 1 that runs on the Doom engine in Minecraft. That's not. Some of that was true. Undo activate tool. I moved them to the wrong folder. You heard you like leaf rooms? We have leaf rooms in Unity. Oh god. Right. Away from this location. We bring these into the zone. Are they in the zone yet? Are we getting somewhat close to the zone? Have I frozen the engine once again and have to report all that mesh again? Again? We'll never know. Why are we still here? Just to suffer. Where is it? Oh, it's in the scene. Oh, it's underneath the scene. Okay, well, first thing we do, just so it's manageable. Looks beautiful, by the way. Just so it's manageable, we just put the pivot. We put the pivot at the bottom. Prime Entertainment, watching others suffer. Speaking of Prime Entertainment, did you know that you can subscribe to the channel for free with Twitch Prime? Sorry, it's not Twitch Prime. It's Twitch. It's Twitch Gaming. Twitch Turbo. Twitch Omega. God damn it. Bardaki's got to be looking. He's got to prep for a stream. Yeah, you know, the audacity. How dare you, Bardaki? How dare you prepare your streams? We don't prepare any of this. We just, you know, what's the expression? We fly by the seat of the pants. Enjoy your prep, though. Like, you gotta, I think you gotta, if you're doing scrubs, you gotta wash up to the elbow, especially if you're doing deep surgeries. Right? With a Hibby scrub. Hibby scrub is great soap, by the way. If anyone needs the best hand soap in the world, just buy some Hibby scrub. Not only does it clean your hands real good and give them that really nice, smooth, tactile feel, you know, like when you've just washed your hands, but like some soaps that leave that kind of residuey, gooky feel, or that oily, greasy feel from the moisturization, Hibby scrub just blasts the surface of your skin. It's amazing. But it's also red, which is extra cool. People in chat just like, what's Hibby scrub and why are you talking about this? It's a brand of soap used by the medical boys and a large portion of the tattoo industry. You've seen it. You've seen it. You've definitely seen it. You've been in a hospital. You've been in a tattoo parlor. You've seen it. A little jug next to the sink. A little squeezy bottle. A little pump bottle. A little automatic soap dispenser. Those pre-packaged, pre-infused scrub brushes that they use before surgery, which have got the nail scrubber on the bottom and the soft sponge on the top. Pre-infused. Calling this a learning experience and how others use Unreal Engine, you're not procrastinating building an inventory management system, right? Blue sandy soap used in garages. Garages. I think that's for engines. Tally? I don't think that's for hands. I think that's for motor vehicle parts. It's called orange something. What? The one for hands. Orange, you glad you washed your hands before doing surgery? No, it gets oil and grease off your skin real good. Pure acetone. Don't, no. You don't want to get acetone in your skin too often. You can get dermatitis. Stat, we had some disinfectant stuff at work during the pandy, and like I read the bottle and I read the active ingredients and I was like, okay, no safety information given. And I was like, okay, well, Google it. And I looked it up and it's like, oh yeah, occupational hazard, asthma. And I'm like, why in the fuck would we use this if it specifically says fast orange, fine pumice lotion, hand cleaner, 1 gal with pump. With the pump. It has the pumice embedded within. Oh my god, it's huge. Oh my god. The #1 selling biodegradable, waterless, petroleum solvent-free hand cleaner that contains no harsh chemicals, petroleum solvents, or ammonia that can sting cuts or abrasions. Pure, fresh-smelling, natural citrus power. Can we talk about how getting citrus oil in an open wound stings like fuck? It's good stuff. I've never seen it in my life, but I'll take your word for it. Like I used to deal a lot with steel, and let me tell you, the worst thing to get in your hands, kids at home, if you're playing with resistant materials and product design, the worst, yes we can, it does sting. Yes, we can, it does sting. If you're playing at home with resistant materials and product design, let me tell you, the worst thing you can get on your hands, like in terms of something that will come into contact that isn't like instantly cancerous, carbon fiber dust, carbon fiber shards from carving a piece of carbon fiber. Do not, my advice is do not Do not even. Donut. Why would you even try? It's not a good idea. Oh, yeah. So I was making the carbon fiber handle for my friend. I made him a cool Bowie knife. And it has a lightning bolt down the handle. It looks fucking sick. In fact, I might be able to show you if I go to Instagram. I might be able to show you it. But involved hand sanding these huge blocks of carbon, and it just at the end of it, I was like, yikes. And from then on, working with carbon, always glove. It was the Shock Bowie. Tags, not Shock Bowie. Fewer than 100 posts, correct. Ah! Did I actually call it the Glowy Bowie? The Glowy Bowie, yeah. There's no finished product, what the fuck? Interesting. Oh no, hold on. Yeah, there is no finished product. Oh no, it's backwards. Kids. I was doing it backwards. Someone has stolen my hashtag. How dare they? No glove, no love. That's right. How do I? Oh. It was a long time ago, and I had a different keyboard then. But there it is. You can see that handle there. Beautiful carbon fiber. But yeah, that was a nightmare. I was picking tiny little shards of carbon out of my hand for. Oh, I can feel the prickles again. Bringing back memories. But I was picking pieces of carbon out of my hands for weeks after that. No joke. So yeah, my number one idea for you kids. What is this? Is don't get carbon on your hands. And if you do get carbon on your hands, game over, bro. That's it. Like, as if you wash your hands, the motion of the washing of the hands will push those tiny shards of carbon in. You really want like tape and like to just gum it off your hands first as much as possible. But yeah, just wear gloves. Just get new hands. You're easy peasy. Just get new hands. So stuff like the arch and the mushrooms. The arch and the mushroombas. They can just go. Oh my god. This is game dev, kids. This is modern game dev. You just wait for things to happen. And that's the whole job. So we don't need the sign. We don't need any of these rocks. We already have these. They're an integral part of the nest thing. The thing nest. We have another. And we have overlapping geometry. Perfect. So, browse to asset. Delete all the assets. Force the delete. Select the crest. Control Z. Delete all the empty actors. Easy peasy. We don't need those. We already have them elsewhere. Waiting and praying for no crashes. Praise. So these little baskets are very cool. I think there is only one. Apples. Apples, grapes, and oranges. We don't need any of that. We have the apples, the grapes, and the oranges already sussed. Thank you for your contributions to society, though. There's so many. Roses as well, we don't need. Second question. Two. That's right. How do you make a thing? Editor utility widget. There it is. Editor utility widget. Clean. Empty. Actors. Button. Text. Wrap with scale box. Font. Scale to fill. Scale to fit. Fill. Scale by safe zone. Scale to fit. Why it doesn't fit? The red hour. Landrew. Landrew demands the red arrow. I don't know what? I don't know what you're talking about. Done. What's going on here? Purge, purge, purge. Welcome back, Starry Night. Did I get that waffle iron? I'll put it on my Christmas list. We'll see. We'll see. Graph. Unclicked. Get all actors of class. Static mesh actor. Out actors. Promote to variable. This is SMAs. Sequence. Then for each oh, that is array element, so we don't need that. Duplicate SMAs to remove. Get component. Get children components. Length. Boom is equal to no. Greater than 1. Equal to 0. You're about to pass out anytime your forehead is getting shaking. Starry Night, just have some rest. Have some rest. You should rest if you're feeling shaky. Go bed. Get static mesh component. Get mesh, get static mesh. Not equal to Hmm. I hope this works. Ooh. I will do this at the end, that's fine. So if the root component, children's component is greater than 1 or equal to 0, or the static mesh component is valid. Ooh, hello. So if the static mesh component is valid, or if the root component is greater than 1, if the children components is greater than 1 or equal to 0, no, I think he's just trying to catch up with Reno, but you don't know if you can. Just feels suddenly, I don't know why. Is that not too fast? Take care, Starry. Take care. Maybe you am? Maybe you am. Or Bool. The Bool Fool. We don't do anything. So if it is valid, or there's more children components than 1, or there's no children components at all, then we don't add it. So should I put a not in here? The not Boolean operator. So if none of that is true, then we add it to get add permission to use the friend art if you create a welcome screen. Also, Rena the artist, obviously, but like, for me, a welcome screen. Stop that. I mean, what? I haven't been by in a long time. You realize now I haven't got a clue, never mind. Okay. I will just melt back into the shadows. Monado clueless. Perfect. Destroy actor. I'm made of noodles. I'm made of noodles. I think you're having shaky photo during the city with PC from 2016. He was not used to work on PC. I don't think that's right. Destroy actor. I think we need select in add to select object. No. Maybe destroy will work. Who knows? Or dares to dream. Laying down, but the head is still spinning. No. That's not good. I think this works. Oh boy! I want to put it above the outliner, thank you. Above the outliner, thank you. Right there. Now, does it work? That's the question. What I'm gonna do is very silly. Oh, there's multiples of these next to each other. So we're looking at 2 poly surface 4133. I've copied it to the clipboard just in case, but this has none in the static mesh, so that should be null. So when I click this, it should delete it from the manifest. No, it's still there. Interesting. The manifest. It is 17 minutes to 6. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're right. Thank you for coming to watch the development segment of the video. If you came to watch the development segment of the video, and I'll see you in a moment for the driving segment of the video.